it's Mrs. Nordeman. Today we're going to be learning about characteristics of a good friendship. And our objectives today are going to be, you will be able to describe a positive, healthy friendship. You will be able to acknowledge the link between healthy friendships and a positive self-esteem. You will be able to consider and list reasons it is important to have good friends. You will be able to list and understand the healthy signs, warning signs, and unhealthy signs in a friendship. So they will be the 4 main objectives, and I wrote it down for you. All right, so there are some issues surrounding friendships, and they are making new friends. Friendships can change and or evolve as you grow up and mature. So some of you are going into middle school or are in middle school and will be going into high school at some point, and your friends can change. Sometimes you can struggle to keep those relationships with your peers. Your peers are people your age who may be changing in a variety of ways. So you may not be changing in any type of way, but maybe you have friends that are, and that can affect your friendship. Or maybe you're the one that's going through some changes and your friend isn't. It's normal to grow apart from some of your friends. You're not obviously going to have your same friends your whole life. Okay? Some of them, you might have 1 or 2 from when you're young up until you're an adult. But most of them, you will meet new friends along the way in new places and new parts of your life. Another issue surrounding friendships is peer pressure. Sometimes when you hit a certain age, your friends can start making you feel like pressure to do things. Like, let's skip this class when you get older and you get into high school or middle school. Let's not go to this class, or let's tell our mom that we're going to an after school club, but we're really going to do this. So that's negative peer pressure, and you shouldn't be friends with people that make you feel that pressure to do negative things like that. And friends that you choose actually shape your life. So if you choose positive people to be around and you choose positive people that lift you up and are role models for you, that's going to affect you for the rest of your life. So our lesson today is focusing on friendships during adolescence, which means your young age. And this topic is important because while friendships are important throughout life, peer groups and social relations among friends gain increasing importance as you reach puberty and adolescence. So the older you get, your friends become very important because you go through that phase in your life where you don't want to be around your family as much and you want to be with your friends, and that's partly normal, okay? As the peer group becomes more significant, which means important, friendships begin to take on new meaning. They become very important for you. Children want to be with their friends in school and they want to make new friends usually, but sometimes it's hard. Friendships are often put to the test when you get into the older grades or when you switch schools, okay? Children can struggle to keep those friendships with their peers who may be changing in all different ways, like we talked about. Problems can occur when children form those little groups, right, called cliques, and they don't want to let you in that clique. They don't want to let you be a part of it, and it makes you feel left out. And we know that when I taught you about bullying, that it's actually a form of bullying when you purposely leave someone out of your group. So those things are happening as you grow older. Peer pressure can be a problem for adolescents. For example, like I said, the people your age, your peers, your so-called friends may be trying to get you to do something that you know in your mind it's not really a good idea, but they're still going to try to convince you. So you might have to decide whether that's a real friend or not. So the friends that you're choosing at these ages are going to shape the rest of your life. It's a big part of your life, the friends that you're choosing. So you want to choose them wisely. So some of the essential questions we're going to have today that I want you to think about are what kinds of things can we do to begin and keep a friendship? So you may be the type of person that makes a friend very easily, but how do you keep that friend? Is it easy for you to keep that friend? What is a friend anyway? What does it mean to be a friend? How do you think self-esteem, remember when I taught you about self-esteem, that's how you feel about yourself. So how do you think self-esteem is related to friendships? Why is it important to have a good friend? Why is that important? What kinds of things do you like doing with your friends? So there's no right answer to that because we all like doing different things. And how can we be a good friend? So what kinds of things can we do to begin and keep a friendship? You could join a club, a team, meet somebody at church, meet somebody at school. You could have a new neighbor move in and you could go over and knock on their door and introduce yourself. You could go up to somebody at recess when we're in school and talk to them. You could make them feel comfortable. You could introduce yourself, talk about yourself, see if you have anything in common. You could exchange phone numbers. So you could talk on the phone, write a text message, or send an email, which is how we're communicating with our friends right now during the pandemic. What is a friend? Well, friends are people that we feel close to, that we want to be around. Friends are people that you would trust, care about. You obviously could feel like you could tell a friend a secret. You don't want a friend that's going to lie to you or that you can't trust. Friends offer support to you and they care about you. They're not going to judge you and they're not going to get jealous of you. And how do you think self-esteem is related to friendships? Remember, like we talked about a lot in class, self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you enjoy being with yourself? So when you have that good self-esteem and you like your own self, you're going to make better friends because you care about your own self. So you're going to be able to recognize when other people care about you, and you're going to feel so good about yourself that you're going to want to make your friends feel good. So it's like a big cycle of everybody feeling good. And when we feel good about ourselves, we're most likely to choose friends that are good for us and, like I said, positive role models. So there's a saying that says, we teach people how to treat us. In other words, how we behave towards others, how we behave towards ourselves and other people gives them clues of how they should behave towards us. If we feel good about ourselves and we respect ourselves and treat others with respect, we're showing people how we want to be treated. Why is it important to have good friends? Well, true friendship is important because friends support each other, they listen to each other, and they give each other advice. We all know there's one friend that we have that we can call up and they're always going to be there to listen to you and give you advice. Even if it's just one. It doesn't have to be a bunch of friends. Friends can teach us things. Could teach you something new. We don't all have to be the same. Even your friend could have a totally different interest than you, but they could teach you something new. Friends can introduce us to exciting things, maybe new foods, maybe you're friends from a different culture, maybe they invite you over for dinner and you eat a totally different type of food from their culture that you never had before. And when you accept people for who they are, you're being a true, respectful friend. What kinds of things do you like doing with your friends? Maybe you like playing video games, going to lunch together. Maybe you're in a community group together. Maybe there's certain types of shows you watch and you talk about them together. Maybe you like to dance, listen to certain type of music. Maybe you like to do homework together and help each other. Maybe you're good at reading, but your friend's good at math and you swap and help each other. How can you be a good friend? Like we talked about, you're going to share interests and activities, like to talk about them. You can trust your friends, come to them with advice. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to tell your secrets. You can share your thoughts and feelings without feeling judged or threatened. You can respect each other's opinions and beliefs. They're not going to make fun of you or bully you. Try to relate to how other people are feeling, having empathy. I taught you about empathy a lot of times, putting yourself in other people's shoes. Your friend might not have a lot of money. because they're having family issues, but you're not going to make fun of them. You're going to feel bad for them. You're going to offer them support and advice. Be sincere and honest with each other. Accept each other for who they are. Encourage support. And you have to commit to your friendship. So like I said, it might be easy for you to make a friend at first, but how do you keep that friend? Is by being a good friend. Okay, you can't just make a new friend and then never support them and ask how they're doing and want to do things with them and expect to keep them as a friend. So we went over all the essential questions, and now we're just going to go through the healthy friendship, which I would call the green light. The yellow part of the friendship, which is like a warning sign that something's going wrong in your friendship. And the red light would be the unhealthy, or what you would call a bad friendship. Okay, so the green light part of the friendship would be you usually feel happy around this person. Your friend respects your feelings and your opinions. Your friend is open and honest about their feelings with you. Your friend is happy when good things happen to you. They don't feel jealous. Your friend doesn't mind that you have other friends. So that's all good. That's the happy part of the friendship. The yellow light, some warning signs. You get nervous to tell your friend something personal, like maybe he or she's going to tell other people. Your friend sometimes makes fun of you. Your friend usually decides what you will do together. They don't let you have a say. That's not good. Your friend tells you that you can't hang out with certain people. It's usually not a good sign. And you're afraid to give your honest opinion in front of your friend. And that's not good, because you should always be able to tell the truth in front of your friend. This is the red light of a friendship. So this is the warning. I mean, this is beyond the warning. This is not healthy. You are afraid of your friend's temper. Your friend criticizes you or people you care about. So maybe they make fun of your family or you. Not good. Your friend threatens you or bullies you and makes fun of you. Your friend pressures you, like we talked about, peer pressure, and makes you feel like you need to do things that you don't want to do, that you know are not good. Okay, so we went over the healthy relationship and of a friend, the healthy part of a friendship, the warning signs, and the unhealthy part of a friendship. So you're going to go back in your Google Docs and you're going to complete the assignment on friendship, and I hope you had a good lesson.